Hello viewers. It's another Saturday. We are still on the PJ Fashion Show topic. Coming up, you know all about the PJ Fashion Show coming up on the 31st of August. We've been appearing live on social media, particularly Facebook. So if you're joining us, we'll be calling on all fashionistas, people who love fashion, Western style, African fashion, good attend. We have mixtures today. One of the judges is here, and an organizer is here too. And you see three beautiful ladies around me. One is going to come in to join us, the CEO. But before we continue, I want to let's know the names of these ladies. By my immediate right. Hello, beautiful girl. What's your name?
My name is Shade.
Shade? Shade. That's where are you from, Shade?
I'm from Brazil.
You're from Brazil?
Yeah.
That's cool because Shade is a Nigerian name.
My mother is Brazilian.
I'm gonna talk to your mom. To your mom. Mom, what's your name?
My name is Simone.
Moni?
Simone.
Simone. Okay, that's interesting. And the beautiful lady, what's your name?
My name is Natalie.
Natalie. Okay. Natalie, where are you from?
I'm Irish.
You're Irish. How is it going? How is it going?
What's the crack?
Oh, that's cool. So where are you from, Moni?
I'm from Brazil.
You're from Brazil. Yeah. And Shade is Brazilian? Too.
Yes. Half Brazilian, half Nigerian.
Oh, that's cool. Half Brazil, half Nigeria.
Yes, my father is Nigerian.
Okay, your dad is Nigerian. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, viewers, just sit back. We're not going to take your time. You're going to enjoy this. You've seen the ladies. We're going to hear from them. We have a judge on that particular day. It's here. One of the organizers, it's here too. We're going to get their views on PJ Fashion Show coming up on the 31st of August. But before then, let's welcome the CEO, PJ Fashion Show. PJ, you're welcome.
Hello, viewers. Hi. Nice meeting you guys again today.
Yeah.
Happy weekend.
This is a full house. Maybe we just cheer to our drink. You see, the groove is already on.
What are we sharing for? The success.
We are toasting for the success of PJ Fashion Show on the 31st of August and the prosperity of all in Dublin. Cheers.
Cheers, beggars. Cheers, viewers.
So let's kick off from Shade. Shade, you look very interesting. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
So I'm a radiation therapist. I work in a hospital. I work with cancer patients.
Can we hear you very well? You have a sort of a silicone voice, you know.
I'm a radiation therapist.
Radiation therapist. That's cool.
There isn't much to say, really.
Okay.
Just that I'm a radiation therapist.
Okay, that's cool. Your mom is a judge. Moni, that's your name. Simone, you're going to be a judge on PJ Fashion Show.
Yeah.
We've been talking about this fashion show. It's all about in the media, especially on the social media. PJ decided to bring it to Ireland. It's been happening in Nigeria, Canada, and so. But tell us, what are you gonna be judging on that day? Tell us more. Just through a light.
I can't wait for all the girls, because I have my past. I know everything is difficult, for you get that, because I know what I'm trying before,
Okay.
in Brazil.
You were involved in fashion in Brazil.
Yeah, I'm involved in fashion in Brazil.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you look very fashionable. Looking at you from, that's interesting. So we're going to be expecting a lot on that because every Saturday we've been talking about this PJ fashion show. But let's go a bit about the Brazilian fashion. Brazil is a mixed culture.
Yeah,
and what's the fashion like in Brazil? Because here, PJ fashion is trying to bridging Western fashion with African fashion. That's what, and Brazil is sort of an environment, you understand, where you have mixed culture. We have blacks, we have Europeans, we have still mulattoes and things like that. So what's the fashion sense like in Brazil?
It's very much African kind of. It's more African inclined, really.
In Brazil?
Like, yeah, in Brazil, yeah.
Are you serious?
I'd say so. That's how I feel. There is some influence from Europe.
Yeah.
But I think the nice ones would be more African.
Because African fashion is very colorful.
Yes, exactly.
Very, very colorful.
So it's the same in Brazil.
You see, it's interesting that PJ chose you as a judge on this fashion show, because what she's trying to do here is bridging the gap. It's sort of an integration thing, you know, Western fashion mixed with African fashion, you know. It's this is what we all want to talk about, integration, especially in this new age and things like that. Tell us a bit about what you wear in Brazil.
Yeah, I participation from.
In Brazil, we wear. More
I know you really want you are the radio therapist.
In Brazil, what do we wear? You know, because it's a warm country like Nigeria.
And you see, this is your top is a typical African style blouse. Yeah, of course, with the color and things like that. But I want to hear from your mom, because your mom is will know more, because you're going to be a judge on that day. You'll be judging people what they wear, the African fashion, the Ankara, the Western style. Tell us your views about fashion. That's what I want to.
Yes, now I think it's the best clothes now you wear is for everybody now, in black, white, everybody choice African clothes, you know, African color. You know, I think it's much better shine, you know.
Yeah.
Sometimes you wear some come from America, you know, some come from China, you know.
Different
countries.
Okay.
You know?
Okay. CEO, can you throw more light on what's on parade on that? That's in the kind of fabrics. Is it? I'm coming to you, Natalie. We wouldn't forget the Irish connection, because that is what we are all talking about. Tell us a bit what's on the list.
Okay, on the list is what I call African style competition.
Okay.
Which is African fabrics.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to bring all Africa. We are continent.
Okay.
Africa is a continent.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna bring all African styles on board.
Yeah.
And we're having Western world on board.
Okay.
Then we'll talk about Western world, Brazil, and North Americans are Western world.
Yeah.
So they are all included.
Okay.
So while we are doing African fabrics, we are doing Western world. So Brazil fabrics fall into Western world.
Okay. Natalie, let's get to you here. Being an Irish woman, before we started this, you said a little about the way you like the African fashion and things. Throw more light on. You're one of the organizers in this fashion show. What are we expecting?
Well, Thomas is my friend.
Okay.
And I love her spits. And this is, to me, a social inclusion event.
That's cool. That's cool.
So this is about social integration.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's about integrating the races and informing them, educating them, getting them to know each other. We don't have to do that. We've already done that.
Okay, before you continue, let me social inclusion. Sorry, I picked that word. It's very, very important. That's a key aim of this fashion show coming out. Social inclusion, empowering young people, bridging cultures through fashion.
Cultures through fashion.
Through fashion, and it's very, very important. Shade, you went to school here, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
Okay, and can you just tell us, as a young woman, what's fashionable? Because I've seen your top, just like this one I'm wearing. It's colorful. It gets you easily noticed, and that is African connection when it comes to fabrics. But most young people here, I know we have the designer, the label shops, but are you people proud wearing African fabrics?
Oh,
I mean, young people.
Oh, I am proud, and I know a lot of friends of mine that would be proud. And it just looks good because we're dark and just the colorful.
And would you say your friends who are Irish or your kids, I mean, your cousins
On
in
a big
Brazil?
smash, I look pretty shit hot in African clothing.
Not yet. Have you ever worn African
Yes,
clothing
I
before?
have. Yes, I have.
Really? And it fits you. You know you have a fantastic
I
shape.
look well.
You have a fantastic shape. If you have
I
a good
look well in
tailor.
African clothing.
Okay, that's cool.
I don't think so. I think it looked great in African clothes.
Yeah, that's what she's saying.
In respect to
Oh, I thought you
a
said you
mutual friend of myself and Promise, whose name was Patrick Albenfecco,
Okay.
and he ran in 2 local elections, and a very, very nice guy, but he was the only black man to ever run in the local elections here in Lucan. But he was a fabulous guy, and I wore African clothing for his event.
Yeah.
And he ran the Lucan festivals,
Okay.
and I wore African clothing for that event. I'm so proud to wear it.
Okay. Thank you. Let's. This question is for you, the CEO. Before I come to one of the judges that's here, how many categories of competition are we expecting that day? I know the best. Is it the best dressed, or can you just help us, enlighten us more?
Okay, we're gonna have the beauty pageant.
Beauty pageant.
Which is a model, the ones that will be modeling the brand.
Okay.
The new collection on board, the new PJ collections on
PJ
board.
collection.
Yeah, so all the models will be modeling that. That price is separate, which is the car. The first winner will go home with a car.
Okay, so before you continue, when we talk about the PJ collection, the PJ brand, and what's involved in your brand? What's your brand?
My brand is Western World.
Western.
Fashion. Yes. That's
Okay.
it.
You don't have African.
I have African because I have a African style. Too.
Okay, you are mixing them.
Yes, together.
Okay.
Then we're gonna have hairstylist competition,
Okay.
makeup artist competition,
Okay.
and fashion designer African fabrics. That's where the fashion come in.
Okay.
So which country will win the African fabrics?
Can I say,
Yeah.
my friend bought me a dress for the night.
For the night.
She did.
You're already ready. Your clothes are.
She bought me
already
my
ready for the
dress
night.
for the
Okay.
night.
I made her dress.
1920s Art Deco. Absolutely.
1920s.
Fab.
Yes, that's what she's gonna put on that.
Really?
That's what I'm gonna wear.
She's gonna wear the Western World fabrics.
Okay. Okay.
And
That's
she
cool.
did that.
Simone, are your clothes ready for the night? Because we've just seen that some people's clothes are already, they're already
The
down.
collections are ready, so most of them are gonna, come out with the art.
Me, my clothes. I hope you guys just put me in the list because I need a clothes.
Yeah, we have men and
I'm not
fashion.
sure what I'm
You're
gonna
not
wear on
getting
that day.
You're not getting.
Please, I need a clothes.
You can
for
fuck
that
off.
day.
You can wear
Better
better than
corporate wear, no jean on the show day. No jean.
No, viewers.
No jean. Please, no jean.
Viewers, we're
No
still
jean.
on. We're
Please,
still on
no
the
jean.
PJ talks, the fashion show coming up on the 31st of August. Extreme, my extreme. It's the CEO, PJ herself, Natalie, the Irish woman, Simeone, one of the judges that day, and Shade, her daughter. Shade is a therapist.
Yeah.
So to say. So we are talking about what we do talk every Saturday. So hang in there. If you are enjoying your Saturday, please do enjoy with us. We are here sipping our drink don't ask us whether it's alcohol or not. We are not promoting alcohol. It's just a drink. So coming back to Simeone, you've heard the series of competition on that day, makeup, fabrics designers and stuff like that. So as a judge, what will you be expecting? How will you judge? Give us a bit of the hint on in where I come from. We'll call it Expo. Just reveal a little about your judging style. What you are expecting from the competitors on that day.
I don't know. I'm too confused about that because it's young girls. You need to show what's be in the world. For clothes.
Okay, before you continue, Shade, assuming you're one of the competitors on that day, and your mom is a judge, how will you mesmerize her? How will you sweep her off her feet? How will you?
I'll just wear anything she bought me.
Okay, assuming now it's not your mom, what are you gonna wear? How will you impress the judge?
In your dress.
How will you impress her?
I'll tell you. So what I would wear is something elegant, sophisticated, some high heels.
You love high heels?
Yeah, I love high heels, some pumps or,
See, I had a
no
problem
wedges.
with the Art Deco outfit, because you see I'd have to wear the Art Deco shoes, and I was like, but I like my heels. And she was like, you have to wear them. I was like, no.
Oh, heels are a must.
They are a must.
They are a must.
Okay, that's interesting. PJ, tell us more preparation so far. Since we went on live 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
So far, what's going on? Your invitees, your guests, are we still expecting them? I know there's side attraction.
When you say guests, there's many of them, so many.
Yeah, there's one I'm very much interested, like I keep telling you, the comedian. Though he's a comedian in my local language, but he makes people funny. So, and I know.
You're talking about Chifimo, right?
Yeah. So I always laugh at.
They are hitting the embassy at the moment, so they are well ready. Everything about that is ready. Paperwork are ready, so we are ready to go. The collections are down.
Okay.
The stage are set. The models are ready. The judges are ready. The ones coming from the States, the ticket is booked.
Okay.
The ticket is ready for the event. Everything is ready. We are just waiting for the time.
Okay. Natalie, as an organizer, are you guys ready for the show?
My stress levels are through the roof. Through the roof. And yes, we're ready.
You're ready.
And then now
What are we expecting? What are we expecting on that
We
day?
are expecting a phenomenal show.
Really?
Yes, absolutely. And tonight we are getting Kenny's Pub on board for supporting us.
Yeah.
And we're hitting Kenny's Pub tonight.
Local support is very important. Viewers out there.
Which is a local.
Yeah, of course. We are doing local too. In as much as it's an international event, you have to be on the ground with the locals for the function, because at the end of the day, we're not going to import people from China or from Canada to come to the event. The locals has to be involved. And Natalie is telling us that they are now going to one or two local businesses to be involved. You said Kenny's Pub.
Kenny's Pub has been hands down phenomenal.
100% is 100% of the show.
100%.
Yeah.
And I absolutely loved them for it.
Okay.
Because it was about social inclusion.
Yeah.
I was very disappointed with certain places that didn't give us that. And I was actually very upset by it and very disappointed by it. And I was like, whatever.
But it's okay, I think, since you have support, everybody cannot back it already. The show, the feedback, it's increasing, it's phenomenal. So I think you guys are on track. And if I'm to ask Simeone, are the judges ready? Do you know other judges?
Yeah.
Or you just...
Are you ready?
Are you ready?
Ready? Yeah.
You haven't revealed to us the clothes you're wearing.
No, she has
Secret.
Yeah.
Really? So then how are you gonna look on that? Because there will be nice photographers.
Beautiful.
Are you gonna be more pretty than you look
Of
now?
course. I do.
I think you might.
Okay. We'll be expecting that. Shade. So are you coming on that day?
Yes, I'll be there. Absolutely.
How many people have you invited?
Oh my God, all of my friends are going.
Really?
Absolutely, every single one of them are so excited about it.
Okay, so what are they expecting on that day?
Oh, they're expecting to have some fun, enjoy themselves. You know, look at the fashion, look at the girls, what they're wearing. Maybe get some ideas for when they're going out.
Yeah. Like that.
Absolutely.
Okay, that's interesting. Now, I'm very much interested in the Brazilian culture. I want to get back to that. Now, you said something about the Brazilian sense of fashion that I don't really. So, is it the Brazilians in Ireland here or back home? Because the ones
Funny
here,
you never asked about the Irish.
of course, I'm coming to that. Because they are the landlords.
You're not going to get away with that.
The Brazilian sense of fashion.
Yeah, Brazil's fashion come from Bahia, São Paulo.
I know Bahia.
Yeah, São Paulo, Rio de Janeiro.
Yeah.
You know, it mix with Yorubas.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, Brazil in Bahia speak Yoruba too. You know, all the marketing come from Bahia. Is come from Nigeria too. Every clothes, you know, follow design from Nigeria.
Okay. Interesting. And Natalie, finally, if we're talking about Irish fashion,
Pennies.
no, it's not only pennies.
No,
pennies,
it's pennies.
Yeah, pennies. Pennies is important.
Please stop it. It's the only place to go.
I shop at Pennies sometimes.
Fucking pennies.
I shop at Pennies sometimes. So
What are you laughing at?
the most
I don't know why you're laughing.
So you're trying to tell us that Irish people don't have a fashion, they're not fashionable people?
We do have fashion. The best place to go to shop is Pennies.
Chicken Max.
Are you promoting pennies right now?
Absolutely.
ladies and gentlemen, one of our organizers is here promoting Pennies, and Pennies didn't pay us a dime.
Yeah,
In
exactly.
this show, and they're making their millions. We're here talking about PJ Fashion Show. PJ Fashion Show on the 31st of
In fairness,
August.
PJ Fashion, it'd be fucking good enough for Pennies.
So wherever you are on the 31st of August, get your friends along. Get your groove ready. It's gonna be hot on that day. Tell Shade, can you just tell us a little bit of what we will be expecting? Because you said your friends want to be there to check out who is wearing what. What about the boys?
Oh.
Are they gonna be there too?
We didn't think about
Because
it.
we're all talking about
The boys that want to learn how
the
to
ladies, the
wear
girls,
socks.
and PJ.
Yes.
I mean, actually invited to this show.
Yes.
Of course, they are. I have 3 guys on board modeling on
Okay, modeling.
Yeah, I have 2-3 guys on board.
Interesting,
Why
because
promote?
we have always talked about the woman and they say behind every successful woman, I think there should be a man.
No, it's the
Behind
other way around.
every successful man,
Excuse
there's a
me.
woman behind, not a man. Don't change the story.
Behind every
I know you're gonna pick on this.
Yeah.
Now, PJ, any new information that we're not aware of this? We've seen your beautiful judge and your gorgeous organizer, and we know that
Thank you.
a lot. We're looking at the poster, we've seen the beautiful faces lined up.
Thank you.
So it's gonna be hot, the way I think.
Hopefully.
So PJ Fashion, Is there any new information out there for the public that we are not aware personally? I'm just asking questions. I am not an insider, but I just want to, you know, women, when they're doing their things, they try to barricade. They don't want you to peep.
There's something that is on board. It's
Yeah.
all about pornography for this charity. So the models are going to do a pornography.
Photography?
No. Pornography.
Photography.
God.
A photograph.
So they're going to talk about how to fund.
How to do it?
How to fund, how to raise money for charity.
Okay.
On that day. So, you know, what are you thinking? You think I'm talking about the other side of it? No.
You're for real right now.
So we're gonna present that for funds to help the privileges in the country.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, a lot of functions these days, you know, they try to raise money for charity and for any charity organization. You say you are giving a charity organization. What's the name?
The name we're gonna donate.
We
don't have the name yet.
You haven't?
No, we haven't chosen.
Okay.
We haven't picked it yet.
Okay, that's good. You have how many judges on that day? 3 judges?
I have 4 judges.
4 judges.
3 ladies and 1 white person.
3 ladies.
You don't want my opinion on
and
these individuals.
Is he a man?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
An Irish
It's
man?
not me.
So I have a judge from the States,
Uh-huh.
and I have 1 from Canada,
Okay.
and I have 2 from Ireland.
Okay.
So which is 4 ladies and
A guy.
a guy
Okay. A judge from Canada, 1 from the United States, and 2
from
from
Ireland.
Ireland. Interesting.
So I want to keep those faces secret
Okay.
because
But we have just seen 1 now.
but the same one.
Yeah, we only seen one.
But she's not gonna make the final decision. So
Okay.
whoever I want to call or go behind to talk about anything is just gonna be fair and fair. It's just gonna be fair, very fair to everyone. We're not just like looking at the faces. We're going to judge you according to your attendance, according to your performance, according to the way you showcase.
And I've no
Yes,
doubt
sir.
in my mind you'll do a great job.
Oh.
Because you're such a lovely lady. You really are.
Thank you.
Yes, you are.
And PJ, let's go back memory lane. Can you just highlight to us how how you got involved with this fashion show?
Oh, okay. Well, when I was growing up with my mom, so I used to like, my mom was into fashion.
Okay.
And I grew up to, love fashion. Like from if I can remember, 6 years old. So I used to put on my mom's shoe. Whatever she put on, I want same thing, things like that.
Yeah, you were always mad with the fashion.
Yeah. So I grew up with that. And I remember
Did you
when I was
see her
started,
Yeah.
I remember when I was started, I used to turn condemn wears, change it to something better.
Really?
To go to hunt in the street.
Oh.
My mom would condemn something, I would turn it around and change it with scissors. We'll have this old type of scissors then.
Yeah.
So I would turn it around and make it something to wear to go to hunt in the street. So I just see myself doing that.
Mm-hmm.
So on the landline, I see that I'm just attached with fashion.
Yeah.
So when I was growing up to 16, so I have turned some little things like something condemned in the street.
Yeah.
I turn it to be like something to sleep like a sleeping gown.
Yeah.
Like something you would change the style and attach it with condemned wear to turn it to a sleeping night wear. You know what I mean? Like when I was growing up. Now it looks dirty, but then it was the best for me. So that's how I now find that I can be creative. So this is about creative. I grew up knowing that I can create something from nothing to something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's how I started. Then from there I grew up and I wanted to be a model. Like I was dreaming to become a model.
Yeah, I've seen some of your pictures.
Yes, yeah, that was my dream.
Yeah.
So I see myself wearing lovely, beautiful things and admiring things, even when
But
I
do you know you were a lovely, wonderful thing?
Yeah.
And you were very beautiful.
Thank you very much, Napi.
I love you.
So I grew up with that, and along the line, I just find myself loving beautiful things, being creative in the area of fashion, and I follow up with all these stars, all these celebrities. I admire them a lot, what they put on and all that. So the time I have the opportunity to afford them, the thing keep growing in me, and all I end up was, when I go to shopping, I'm like, I'm gonna pick everything. Yeah. When I walk into a shopping, I pick the most beautiful thing on the set. When I go to shop with someone, they will be like rolling around, they won't see something, but I will come out with something in the midst of nothing. Yeah. So at the end of the day, I find myself, dressing well without even knowing it. People identify me. People made me believe that you are a very fashionable person. Yeah. I don't even, I do this thing without knowing. Yeah. So from there, people love what I put on. They'll be asking me, can I have that? I love that shoe. I love that shirt. I love that gown. That was how I get into the business. So I said, okay, I'll get it for you. So I'll go back another trip. I'll keep buying them for somebody, and I'll be like, oh, I'm actually a fashion person. I can actually identify something beautiful to make difference in somebody's life. So that's how I started buying and selling other brands, other collections, and along the line I decided, like, this is the time for me to come
express yourself more
with my brand. Cool. So
that's true. In a nutshell, viewers, you've just heard PJ fashion journey so far, right from when she was a kid, and it's been a very interesting journey. Today, she's out with her own labels and organizing fashion shows, Girls on the Runway, designers across the world, from Canada to Nigeria, now in the Celtic Republic, Ireland. So I want to ask you, Simone, are you in love? Are you a fashionista? Some people could say it's fashionista. Do you love fashion?
I love fashion. I have a good taste.
You have a good taste?
Yeah. I try, I try my best. But I have experience from Brazil for the show, the conclusion for the show. Okay. I'll be try to George in my country. Yeah. But I try. I want to try for people from Africa, because Brazil is America country. Yeah. But
that's it. And when will you say your interest in fashion developed? That today you are to become a judge in this kind of big fashion show that is held in the Republic of Ireland. Yeah. When did it begin, your interest in fashion? Is it when you were a kid, or as you were growing up, or when young men started looking at you and admiring you, and so you want to improve and impress? Tell us your fashion story.
Yeah, but I start from Brazil. Okay. I'm young. I participate for few competition, like Carnaval. I'm the beautiful woman in Vai in Carnaval. Yeah. And I miss a beautiful face. Yeah. That's why I start love it. I dancing. I do too many things.
Is it competition?
Competition.
Dancing competition.
Yeah, dancing.
Face competition. Like the most beautiful face.
The beauty pageant.
Like a beauty pageant.
Yeah.
Beauty pageant. The face. No, they used to. There's one they do face. The most beautiful face.
Yeah, but I think she participated in dancing competition.
Dancing competition.
Yeah.
Young, beautiful.
Are you a dancer?
Yeah.
Is it Brazilian kind of samba dance?
Samba and samba. Oh, okay. Everything from samba I know very well.
That's very good.
Yeah, but I enjoy this decision for fashion from Carnival.
Okay.
Because
there's a lot of costumes, you know, very, it's filled with costume. I watch Samba, the Brazilian, even in Dublin here, any occasion you invite the Brazilians, they want to dress in those their skimpy costumes, you know, those kind of very colorful and very with their hats and, you know, feathers and stuff like that. It's very, very interesting. And that's why we love Dublin, you know. Dublin is now a cosmopolitan city. People from all races have come together. And that's why I love the word not used, social inclusion. Because this show is all about social inclusion. PJ is doing something wonderful, this is what we have always promoted in Africanworld newspaper. You know, bridging cultures, because some people here still have in those days they used to have culture shocks and things like that. Yeah, but things are beginning to get all right. So lovely. So with this fashion competition that PJ, your friend, is doing, so will you tell us what you think we can achieve with this fashion show?
I think we can build bridges.
Okay.
Between cultures.
Yeah.
I don't actually see it as just a social event.
Yeah.
I think it's about building bridges. And me and Promise are friends.
Yeah.
We're good friends. And so I'm looking at it and going, okay, let's mould between kids.
Yeah.
You know, between white and black, white and whatever, white and fucking whatever. It actually frustrates me at times. My kids are non-racist, so they don't get it. So they grow up going quite frustrated. What do we do, Mum? You know, like, we're not racist. I don't know what to do. So they're really, really good kids. She's helped in that. Like, she's such a wonderful person.
Yeah.
And I'm saying to myself, let's use this event and make it a social inclusion event where people bond. And let's break down barriers.
Interesting. I love this your talk. Breaking down barriers through social inclusion, and we're already doing that. We've talked to different people from different backgrounds, and more are gonna be involved. And we look forward to a very wonderful show on the 31st of August. Finally, I think for today we're gonna come to the close of this. But before we come to the close of this, I want last words from each and every one of you. Shade, can you tell the viewers something about this show, PJ Fashion Show that is coming up? What are we expecting?
Oh, we're expecting fashion, a lot of fashion, and everybody should come.
Thank you very much. Simone, the judge.
Yeah, I expect all the girls be very beautiful this day. You know, everybody come enjoy us. I'm very proud for what she's trying to do in this country. It's very important in this country. You show the blacks beautiful, you know, the mix, everything.
Interesting. Natalie.
I agree with the girls.
Yeah.
I think the girls should come out, show themselves as beautiful. Show themselves as beautiful.
Okay. And the CEO.
We are going to discover a lot of talent on that day.
Yeah. All right. And finally, I'm calling on the men and the boys to come out on that day, troop out. You've seen girls, women, beautiful girls are going to be on that day. I've always said it. behind every, I know please don't lynch me, behind every successful woman, there's a man, but don't quote me, please. It's been a very wonderful show. It's very short, but you've seen everything, you've heard, and we do it every Saturday. We are looking forward to you joining. Send a message or get across to PJ, the boss. If you want to partner with her, if you want to be one among the organizers, if you want to showcase your talent, or if you want to hit the wrong way with your legs, or with your nice physique, or show yourself, come and be exuberant in fashion on that day. You are welcome.
For more info, we have our official at PJ.
Okay. What's your website now?
Official at PJ's.
www.officialpjfashion.com. Check them out. You can have seen some of the news flashing out there, flashing out from there. You can get more information on what is coming up on the 31st of August. Meanwhile, it's your man, Okachuku Okore, Editor-in-Chief, Africanworld News International. Thank you for being with us. God bless.
Amen.